In the world of celebrity gossip and viral sensations, few stories capture the public's imagination quite like the alleged explosive encounter between Hollywood icon Harrison Ford and outspoken talk show host Joy Behar on ABC's The View. The title "Harrison Ford Storms Off The View After Heated Clash with Joy Behar" viral moment explained has been making waves across social media platforms, YouTube channels, and online forums, racking up millions of views and shares in a matter of days. People are buzzing about this supposed dramatic walk-off, painting Ford as the no-nonsense hero standing up to what some perceive as overzealous questioning. But before we dive deeper, let's set the stage for why this story exploded. Harrison Ford, known for his roles in blockbuster franchises like Star Wars and Indiana Jones, has always had a reputation for being rough and straightforward in interviews. Joy Behar, a veteran co-host on The View, is equally famous for her sharp wit and unfiltered opinions on politics, culture, and everything in between. The idea of these two clashing seems plausible at first glance, especially in today's polarized media landscape where celebrity interviews often veer into contentious territory. The viral moment reportedly stems from Ford promoting a new film, a gritty war drama setting post-World War II Europe, when Behar allegedly pressed him on his political views, suggesting that as an influential actor, he had a responsibility to speak out on current issues. According to the circulating narratives, Ford grew increasingly frustrated, retorting that he didn't storm Normandy to be grilled on breakfast TV, before abruptly standing up and leaving the set, leaving the audience stunned and the hosts scrambling to cut to commercial. This dramatic exit has been replayed in countless edited clips, memes, and reaction videos, fueling debates about celebrity privacy, media ethics, and the role of talk shows in pushing boundaries. Supporters of Ford hail him as a legend who won't tolerate nonsense, while critics accuse him of being thin-skinned. The story's virality can be attributed to the perfect storm of elements: a beloved actor, a controversial host, and a heated exchange that taps into broader cultural tensions. As we unpack this, it's essential to remember that not everything that trends is true, and this case is a prime example of how misinformation can spread like wildfire in the digital age. Fact-checking becomes crucial here, and sources like Snopes have weighed in, labeling the entire incident as fabricated. But let's explore the details step by step to understand how a non-event became a sensation. The origins trace back to July 2025, with YouTube channels posting videos that narrate the story with dramatic flair, complete with AI-generated voiceovers and stock footage. These videos often include disclaimers buried in the description, stating they're for entertainment purposes only, but many viewers miss that fine print. Social media amplified it further, with posts on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram Reels garnering thousands of likes and comments. For instance, one Facebook post claimed Ford snapped, "You're out of line," before storming off, linking to a video that has since been viewed over 1 million times. The algorithm loves controversy, pushing such content to more users and creating an echo chamber where the fake story feels real. Harrison Ford's real-life persona adds fuel to the fire. He's known for curt responses in interviews, like his infamous eye rolls or blunt dismissals of silly questions. Remember his 2013 appearance on Conan where he grumbled about Star Wars questions, or his dry humor on late-night shows? It's easy to imagine him walking off, which is why the hoax resonates. Joy Behar, too, has a history of spirited debates on The View, clashing with guests over politics. From Meghan McCain to various politicians, the show's format encourages hot takes, making it a breeding ground for potential drama. Yet, in reality, Ford hasn't been on The View since 2008, when he promoted Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and that interview went smoothly without any fireworks. No records exist of a 2025 appearance, and his recent projects like Captain America, Brave New World don't match the described film. This discrepancy is a red flag, but in the rush for clicks, facts often take a backseat. As we continue to dissect this viral phenomenon, it's worth noting how similar hoaxes have plagued celebrities before, like the fake Tom Cruise walk-off from The View over Scientology questions, which Snopes also debunked. The pattern is clear: sensational titles, dramatic narrations, and quick shares create a cycle of misinformation. In an era where I can generate convincing content, distinguishing fact from fiction is harder than ever. This story highlights the importance of media literacy. Always check sources, look for official confirmations, and be skeptical of unverified viral moments. While it's entertaining to imagine Ford delivering a mic drop exit, the truth is far less dramatic but equally important to uncover. Delving deeper into the fabricated narrative, the alleged clash begins with Harrison Ford settling into his seat on The View's colorful set, surrounded by the co-hosts including Whoopi Goldberg, Sarah Haynes, and of course, Joy Behar. The interview starts innocently enough, with questions about his latest project, a fictional war film that doesn't actually exist in his filmography. Ford, ever the professional, shares anecdotes about the filming process, his co-stars, and the historical context. But according to the viral videos, the tone shifts when Behar interjects with a pointed question about politics. As someone who's played heroes on screen, don't you think you have a duty to speak out against injustice in real life? She supposedly asks, referencing current events like elections or social issues. Ford, portrayed as growing visibly agitated, responds tersely, emphasizing that his job is to entertain, not to pontificate. The exchange escalates as Behar presses on, allegedly calling him out for silence on matters that affect millions, implying cowardice. This is where the drama peaks. Ford stands up, removes his microphone, and declares, "I'm done with this circus," before walking off stage amid gasps from the audience. The hosts are left fumbling, with Goldberg trying to smooth things over as they cut to break. This scripted scene, repeated across multiple YouTube uploads, is designed to hook viewers with its intensity. Channels like Street Real Life specialize in such content, churning out similar celebrity confrontation videos weekly. Their production style includes dramatic music swells, slow-motion replays of the walk-off, and commentator analysis breaking down body language. For example, one video analyzes Ford's furrowed brow and clenched jaw as signs of genuine anger, while another speculates on backstage fallout. But peel back the layers, and it's all smoke and mirrors. The footage used is often spliced from real interviews, clips of Ford looking annoyed from past appearances mixed with generic talk show sets. Narration mimics excited news anchors, adding authenticity. Social media plays a pivotal role in propagation. TikTok users create duets reacting to the clip, some praising Ford's backbone, others defending Behar's right to ask tough questions. Hashtags like #Ford vs Behar and #TheView drama trend, drawing in more curious onlookers. Facebook groups dedicated to conservative viewpoints amplify it as an example of liberal media bias, while liberal circles dismiss it as overblown. The virality metric is staggering. One video alone has over 48,000 views, with comment sections filled with polarized opinions. Good for Harrison. Joy is always pushing agendas, reads one. This is fake, but I'd love to see it happen, says another. This duality in knowing it's possibly untrue but enjoying the fantasy fuels the spread. Fact-checkers like Snopes entered the fray in late July 2025, publishing a detailed debunking that traces the rumors starred to those YouTube posts. They highlight the disclaimers. This video is for entertainment and storytelling purposes. Some scenes may be dramatized, yet, these are often overlooked in the quest for quick entertainment. Snopes also points out inconsistencies, like the non-existent film Ford was supposedly promoting. His actual 2025 releases, such as Thunderbolts, focus on superhero action, not war dramas. Moreover, TV Guide and episode archives show no Ford guest spot on The View in 2025. If such a high-profile incident occurred, major outlets like CNN, TMZ, or Entertainment Weekly would cover it extensively, yet there's silence. This absence speaks volumes. To understand why these hoaxes thrive, consider the economics. YouTube monetizes views, and sensational content drives engagement. Creators exploit celebrity personas. Ford's grumpiness is legendary, from his reluctance to discuss Han Solo's fate to his environmental activism clashing with a political image. Behar's boldness makes her a perfect foil. Similar fakes, like the fabricated Robert De Niro outburst on a set, follow the same template. As consumers, We must question, who benefits from this story? Often, it's the platforms and creators, not the truth. Educating on deepfakes and AI content is key. Tools like reverse image searches or official statements can verify claims. In this case, Ford's representatives haven't commented, likely because it's beneath notice. The View's producers also remain mum, as responding could amplify the nonsense. Ultimately, this viral moment explained boils down to a clever fabrication that preys on our love for drama, reminding us to approach online stories with a healthy dose of skepticism. The spread of this Harrison Ford-Joy Behar clash myth illustrates the power of digital ecosystems in amplifying falsehoods. It all kicked off in mid-July 2025, with the first YouTube video dropping on July 15, quickly followed by variants. These weren't isolated. The channel behind them has a pattern of producing what-if celebrity drama scenarios, from imagined feuds to hypothetical meltdowns. By July 21, the story had jumped to Facebook, where a post with a thumbnail of Ford looking stern garnered thousands of shares. TikTok took it to the next level, with short clips edited to hype music, users lip-syncing the alleged dialogue, and challenges recreating the walk-off. Instagram Reels added polished edits, some with celebrity impersonators acting out the scene. The algorithm's role can't be overstated. It prioritizes emotional content, pushing the video to users who've engaged with similar celebrity gossip. Metrics show exponential growth, from hundreds of views on day one to millions within a week. Comments evolve the narrative. Some claim insider knowledge, like "I was in the audience, it was wild," despite no evidence. Others share personal anecdotes, linking it to their disdain for daytime TV. This user-generated amplification turns a fake into a cultural touchstone. Crossing platforms, it hits Reddit threads and subreddits like r, entertainment and r, conspiracy, where skeptics debate its authenticity. X, formerly Twitter, sees threads analyzing the body language, with blue-check accounts retweeting for clout. The viral loop is complete when mainstream media picks up on the buzz, not the event itself, but the phenomenon of the hoax. Outlets like BuzzFeed run pieces on why everyone's talking about Harrison Ford's View meltdown and if it's real. This meta-coverage further legitimizes it in some eyes. Fact-checking efforts, led by Snopes on July 22, 2025, methodically dismantle it. Their article details the video origins, quoting the disclaimers and noting hallmarks like unnatural cadence and narration. They reference Ford's 2008 View appearance, a light-hearted chat about Indiana Jones, with Behar complimenting his enduring appeal. No drama in sight. Archival footage confirms this, available on YouTube for verification. Snopes also searches news databases, finding 0 hits on the incident, a damning omission. To bolster, they check Ford's IMDb and press tours. His 2025 schedule includes Marvel promotions, not war films. This thoroughness exposes the fabrication. Yet, why do people believe it? Psychological factors play in. A confirmation bias, where fans see Ford as anti-woke, aligning with the story. The Dunning-Kruger effect makes some overconfident in spotting truth. Social proof, seeing others react, reinforces belief. Countering this requires education. Schools and platforms should teach critical thinking. Tools like Google's Fact Check Explorer or browser extensions flagging dubious sites help. In this instance, a simple search for Harrison Ford The View 2025 yields no results beyond the hoaxes. Reflecting on Ford's career, he's no stranger to media scrutiny. From his early days as a carpenter-turned-actor to environmental advocacy, he's maintained a private stance on politics, occasionally endorsing Democrats but avoiding spotlights. Behar, conversely, thrives on debate, her book Joy Shtick showcasing her humor. Their real interactions, if any recent, would likely be cordial. The View has hosted Ford multiple times without issue, including in 2013 for 42. Fabricating conflict undermines genuine journalism. As the story fades, it leaves a trail of lessons. Verify before sharing, support fact-checkers, and recognize entertainment's boundaries. This viral moment, explained, is a cautionary tale in our info-saturated world. Turning to the fact-checking process, Snopes' investigation into the Harrison Ford storm-off claim is a model of rigorous debunking. published shortly after the video surfaced. It categorizes the claim as false, citing lack of evidence. Key points include no episode listing in The View's season 28 for Ford's appearance, confirmed via TV Guide and ABC's site. Google News and LexisNexis searches return empty on the incident, unusual for a star of Ford's caliber. The described film a post-WEI drama doesn't exist. Ford's 2025 slate is superhero-focused. Video analysis reveals editing tricks, stock audience reactions, mismatched lighting, and voices with robotic inflections. Disclaimers and descriptions admit dramatization, a legal shield for creators. Snopes links this to a pattern, like the 2024 Tom Cruise hoax on the same show. Broader context shows a rise in AI-generated content tools like Midjourney for visuals and 11 Labs for audio make fakes easy. YouTube's policies require labeling, but enforcement lags. This erodes trust, with studies showing 60% of Americans struggle discerning real news. Solutions include platform algorithms demoting unverified content and user reporting. For individuals, the SIFT method is stop, investigate source, find better coverage, trace claims works wonders. Applying it here: stop before sharing, investigate street real life, and own fabulous channel. Find Snopes coverage, trace to no original source. This debunks swiftly. Harrison Ford's real personality adds plausibility. His interviews often feature deadpan sarcasm, like telling Graham Norton he hates watching himself, but he's professional, rarely walking out. Joy Behar's style is confrontational but respectful. Past guests praise her. The View's history includes real clashes, like with O'Reilly in 2010, but documented ones. This fake dilutes those. Culturally, it taps into anti-media sentiment, portraying Behar as antagonistic. Political angles emerge, with right-leaning sites using it to bash woke Hollywood. But Ford's liberal leanings a climate activism, Biden support complicate that. The hoax's impact: temporary fame for creators, potential harm to reputations. Ford might ignore it, but it could affect public perception. Prevention lies in transparency. Channels should watermark fakes. As AI advances, regulations like EU's AI Act mandating disclosures help. In conclusion, this explained viral moment underscores vigilance and consumption. Exploring Harrison Ford's actual history with talk shows provides contrast to the fabricated drama. His 2008 View appearance was promotional gold, joking about aging, sharing set stories, and charming the hosts. Behar asked light questions, no politics. Similar in 2013 for Ender's Game, focus stayed on work. Ford's interview style is consistent and reluctant but engaging, preferring substance over fluff. His gruffness stems from shyness, not anger. Biographies like Harrison Ford, the films detail this. Real clashes are mild, like eye-rolling at repetitive questions. No recorded walk-offs in his 50-year career. Joy Behar's tenure on The View since 1997 includes memorable moments, but fair ones. Her clashes, like with McCain, are on-air debates, not guest alienations. The show's format invites opinion, but guests are prepped. Fabricating this undermines their work. Similar viral fakes abound. De Niro's alleged rant, Downey Jr.'s meltdown, all debunked. Patterns show monetization drives them. YouTube pays per view, encouraging sensationalism. Analytics reveal demographics: older viewers, conservative leanings, engage most. Countering requires community. Fact-check shares, educational content. Podcasts like You're Wrong About dissect myths effectively. For this story, official denials would help, but silence often starves oxygen. Media literacy curricula in schools teach source evaluation. As we wrap the explanation, remember, entertainment is fine, but label it. This viral moment, born of fiction, dies with facts. In wrapping up this deep dive into the Harrison Ford storms off the View saga, it's clear the viral moment is a product of our click-driven culture, where truth bends to engagement. While entertaining, it highlights dangers: eroded trust, divided discourse. Moving forward, embrace skepticism, question narratives, seek multiple sources, support journalism through subscriptions, report fakes,